Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, episode 3 of Evil Genius 2. Last time we finished getting the valets, and looks like we're doing the technicians now. So without further ado, let's get started. So we need to head to the world stage and complete a scheme, it looks like.
One of the highlighted schemes is near one of your criminal networks. You can send minions to complete the scheme now, or you can search the globe for an alternative.
Alright, to clear the heat out here, we're just going to do the quick scheme there, so we can get started on this one.
The scheme has succeeded.
And here we go with this one. This should be completed pretty quickly. They're heading out now.
A scheme has succeeded.
Looks like we need those technicians.
At last, something worthy of my skill.
He can stop with that. Nobody's doing research. Just kind of waiting for these guys to show back up. And what do we have here? Okay. Clear that and that.
Research has resumed.
Don't get too close.
Your minions have kidnapped a specialist. Once they're in a holding cell, you can choose to interrogate them.
Gonna need to expand this. Getting low on space. May as well go ahead and do that now. I think I can actually get away with 2. Nope, needed the 3rd one. There we go. Just kind of waiting for them to get the technician over here to the prison so we can interrogate. In the meantime, we can see if there's anything else we can do here, like lower the heat in this region. And we may as well start a money scheme here. Let's do the big one. Making their way over. Oh, got our little stage and our roulette tables built. That's good. And something that I noticed before is you could set this to scam tourists and make a little bit of extra money.
You Optional
every
objective
tourist that plays there will
available.
lose money at the table. Good. Raised our capacity a bit there. You're almost there. Come on.
An intruder has been captured.
Select the holding cell and then select escort prisoner. After that, select the interrogation device. For now, that's the interrogation chair.
All right, here we go. Watch them interrogate.
A new tier of research has been unlocked.
We'll do the research here in just a moment. And the old man is dead.
Interrogation has revealed to us how to build new training furniture. Build the new item in your training room.
Okay. Where did I put the training room? Over here. And we'll just slap that right in right there. They can set to building. It shouldn't take them too long, but let's look and see if there's any other improvements we can make here. But I did receive a suggestion on YouTube that you could actually add an incinerator to the prison to make clean up a little bit quicker, so we may do that in just a little bit. Among a few other things, like going into the minion manager here and seeing which traits are good.
Optional objective complete.
Some of these will make them better for doing different jobs around the base. And other ones, like,
Request the amount of this specialist you want in your lair. Your minions will always try to keep to this number.
okay, other ones like having a bad back would potentially be bad, so you can actually set these guys to prefer to go out on schemes and that sort of thing. See, so I've set him priority schemes, so the next time I send workers out, he'll be in the group that gets picked. And get rid of the guy with the bad back without having to execute him myself or anything like that, or losing one that's potentially better. Thank you to Grisha Rotov on YouTube for those suggestions. Alright, so we need to put a couple of technicians here. That's two, so we'll do that.
Your workers will start to train automatically. They'll learn faster if another minion is able to teach them.
New optional objective available.
Okay, so let's see what we're going to do next on the research. So we've got different, these are going to be more expensive and require potentially other equipment like the impact analyzer or data bank. Doesn't look like these do though. That one does. I think, let's get some reinforced doors.
Research has begun.
Kind of clear these out so they're not showing the little notification down here. There we go. And we definitely have room for the money here. So we're nowhere near our capacity. Good stuff. And we can clear those out later. And our first technician. Turns from a young, healthy worker into a older guy with a slouching problem. So when we get closer to the end of the tutorial, we'll get some new valets because we'll need more than just two. And you can see there we're earning money for the guys that lose at roulette. It's not much, but a little bit of extra cash. Kind of speed up, get him through his training here. All right, that should be that. We'll go on to the next objective.
Available.
Things always have a tendency to explode, and this leads to fire. Having fire extinguishers nearby is never a bad thing.
All right, so we need to place 2 fire extinguishers. Let's put one over here. Can envision research being a dangerous pastime, and we'll put one right next to the power plant as well.
Any of your minions can pick up and use a fire extinguisher.
And we just have to wait for them to place those, and we'll move on to the next objective in this. So we'll kind of speed up, wait for them to get through. Looks like they're getting a third of the way through researching my heavy doors. There they are.
Available.
You can deploy devious traps throughout the corridors of your lair to help fend off snooping agents.
All right, so it wants us to place a boxing glove trap somewhere in the corridor. And I think we'll put it right here in front of the vault. Slow them down going.
Train enough technicians to keep all your traps in working order. Traps won't trigger if their durability gets too low.
So we'll be able to slow down any investigators before they get to my money. All right, and we've got another notification here. It's just the main quest. See how our schemes are going here. 28 and 47. We do have a side objective to scout out a new area, so we can go ahead and build another one of these. Try to get them as close as possible so we can double them up like this. Oh, I do not have the power for that. Let's cancel one of these. And see if we can rearrange this to make some extra room. So what we're going to do is add a little square of power here. And then see about moving the incinerator. So we only need the one for now, but we'll put it in there. Looks like I didn't quite place it all the way back. There we go. And that'll free up some room in the power area so we can add another generator. And we'll rearrange and expand this as things progress.
Research has been paused.
Yeah, it's angry. They're moving things.
We have picked up some movement near your lair. Keep an eye out for incoming agents.
Oh, we're getting some agents.
This agent looks like they might have some juicy information. Tag them for capture.
All right.
I want that intruder captured. Hunt them down.
Capturing agents such as this investigator is a great way of ensuring they don't inform the authorities of your dastardly deeds.
So we'll set that guy to capture, and he'll come up here. Generally, you can avoid them informing the authorities of your dastardly deeds by distracting them as well. If they stay in the casino and only get to areas that are not really questionable, like your barracks, lunchroom, that sort of thing, then their suspicion meter won't go up. And if they leave without any suspicion, they don't increase heat. So you just have to drop the resolve down, which this, if you've got a guy performing, will drop the resolve when they stop to watch. And if you set them to distract, your minions will escort them back out here, and every time they do, they lose resolve. In the meantime, so we don't frighten away the tourists, we'll wait for him to make his way into the base, and then we'll capture him. So we'll just speed up a little bit again to get to that. I do like to wander around and inspect every nook and cranny of every area they come to.
Your minions are in combat.
All right. It looks like they scared one tourist, but that's not too bad. I know I could stick it on red alert, but for one guy, I don't really need to.
Research has resumed.
And they will take him off to a prison cell. And since we have the new control center bit here, we can scout out another area. I think we'll kind of consolidate Africa here. Okay, let's get him in here. We can interrogate away.
We have captured an intruder.
Select the holding cell and then select escort prisoner. After that, select the interrogation device. For now, that's the interrogation chair.
That's one thing. A lot of these seem to repeat the exact same thing over and over during the tutorial, so that can get a little tiresome.
Network has been established.
But you know, if that's the chief complaint, not much to complain about. Otherwise, so far, it's a pretty good sequel to the first one. Definitely captures the feel of the first game that those of us who played that would definitely appreciate. It looks like we have our next area here, so we'll get him started. And we'll go claim that optional objective as well. And as soon as that interrogation's done, we'll move on to the next
An
step.
intruder has given us their secrets.
Oh, and it's done.
Being a clever technician is brain-straining work, and this drains smarts. When a minion's smarts drops to critical levels, they'll need to study in the archive.
Okay, so we need to build an archive. I think what we'll do is expand this room, the mess hall, but we'll add an archive into the back here. So start by just expanding the mess hall a bit. That'll allow us to put more of these in because we'll get a lot more minions and they'll fill up quickly. And then we'll stick an archive in the back, which, no, I don't have the piece yet. I think that should be more than enough there, so we'll expand the mess hall one more. And while we're here, let's go ahead and throw another one of these in. And by expanding it into that, it's just kind of a one-stop room. They can refill their various needs here. Yeah. Could put the TV in there as well, but I don't know that we have the room.
Research has been completed.
We don't have the room there just yet, but when we reorganize after the tutorial, we'll combine those three rooms together. Oh, it's just telling me that. Okay. Let's see what this is. Just the next step on that. May have to actually make that bigger. Because it wants 64 tiles. No, we might be okay. Nope, playing 48. Okay, so we can just convert some of this. So if I've got 48, I need 16 more. A 4x4 would do it. There.
A re-educator will teach your minions everything they need to know about the world and how it works. Greed is good, and so on.
And we'll stick that in there. And after the objective,
A
I'll...
minion will always attempt to rest before their smarts becomes critical. If their smarts is this low, it often means an agent has bamboozled them.
Since we've gone past the requirement for the extra squares, we'll just put those right back.
New optional objective available.
And I know it costs a little bit extra money, but we can actually make that line part of the mess hall and just keep this to a 3-wide deal here, just big enough for the re-education chairs. Train 5 more valets, I think that says. Can't really see it over his thought bubble. No, that's not going to clear that out. Okay. I don't know why it just bothers me to have the little notification there.
has succeeded.
Fantastic. Your technicians will ensure that all of your technical doohickeys stay in perfect working order. Collect the completed side story to continue your world domination.
All right, definitely got to keep those technical doohickeys in working order. So, oh, look, we get $20,000, which we can fit.
Silence.
You there, the one in the apron. What is it you do around here?
Me? I repair things, prevent breakages, turn things off and on again.
IT 101.
Oh, good. We need someone to keep the lair in good working order. If you come across any corpses, just don't turn them back on. I like them that way.
With all these specialists running around your lair, you should make sure your minions still know who's in charge. Let's execute someone. Select
All right.
your evil genius. With your genius selected, simply interact with a minion to order a swift execution. Don't worry, if you happen to try and execute someone with a shred of worth, you will be asked to confirm your decision.
So I think what I'm actually going to do is look in the minion manager for somebody that's got less than good traits like this guy. Afraid of dogs. Something wrong with you. All right, so it's this person right here. So we will select our genius
All
and
that
execute
about
her.
Time.
And she will very slowly make her way over to Maximilian. So what we can do, speed it up, is move him
Very
this
well.
way.
You have failed me for the last.
He's not going to move, so we'll just kind of fast forward to her demise.
A scheme has succeeded.
And we'll watch.
That was good fun. If you perform an execution with lots of witnesses, it's guaranteed to inspire your minions to work their hardest. Give it a go.
Okay, we're executing another. Let's find somebody else that's less than useful. Monitoring the world, nah. You know what? This guy. So what is he, on the top bunk? Yeah. Let's wake him up.
Let's have a talk.
Or,
One final talk. What
no,
is it
I want you
now
to go
for
in
you?
there. I did not mean to click on her. And there's a witness right there. And one right there. Perfect. Oh,
Well done, your meaniness. You have successfully managed to inspire your minions with your show of power. Now congratulate yourself as they dispose of their co-workers' cold, lifeless bodies.
apparently sleeping people don't count as witnesses. But there was one guy in there, so that works. Alright, cool. Let us clear that. While we're waiting on him to dispose of those, we can go ahead and start some more schemes. We'll do this one. And we have, what, 19 yeet? We don't want to do that one. That'll get us over the lockdown number by the time it's over. This one will not, so let's start that.
New optional objective available.
He's bringing our victim to the incinerator.
objective available.
Now we'll need to build an armory, where minions can monitor your security cameras and your muscle minions can share their war stories.
Okay, let's go ahead and put the armory. I think right here is probably fine, right outside the prison. So we will put it in here. It wants 64, so we'll do an 8x8 just to make that easy.
A security desk will allow minions to remotely survey parts of your lair through your security cameras. Each security desk can only support a limited quantity of security cameras.
We are not going to have the
current
power
state
for
is
this.
shown by the camera spotting power displayed on your HUD. A security desk will allow minions to remotely survey parts of your lair through your security cameras. Each security desk can only support a limited quantity of security cameras. The current state is shown by the camera spotting power displayed on your HUD.
So since we're not going to have the power for this, I think we're going to put another power room in here. So let's just throw a corridor to there, and we'll start with just, yeah, about like that. And throw in you know what, let's start it over here by the wall. We'll just do a couple of rows. Start with 4 for now, just to be sure. Give us some future expandability. And we're going to put a reinforced door on the armory. Oh, fill up on money as well. That's okay. Once that starts spending, there we go. Yeah, we'll kind of fast forward through this as well. Or at least through part of it. Yep. That's all right. We got the more new generators coming in, so they'll only be in the dark for a short while.
New main objective available.
Put that new armory to use. Place 2 security cameras in your corridors. Each camera has a limited view, shown while building. Try to cover important access areas in your lair for best results.
Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll actually put a new wall in here. And there. That might be too far away. Let's put one in here. And then we'll put the cameras up facing the entrance. And then one facing the door so they can see anybody heading into the vault.
While active, your security cameras will send a live
Yeah,
feed of
that'll
your
work.
lair to your armory. Be wary, if your security desks are not manned, then your security cameras will not detect enemy agents.
And
A scheme has succeeded.
these will get built here shortly. And we can turn the lights back on. There we go. First camera's in. And here comes the second one.
functional security network, you should build a guard table in your armory.
All right, one guard table coming up. Yeah, right there looks good. And we can expand this to add more
Minions like
of
your
these as well.
guards will use these tables as waiting points to be able to quickly react to agents spotted by your security cameras.
Yeah, we've got the
New
room for that.
optional objective available.
Okay. Let's throw in a couple more generators here. And I can't throw in the last one because it'll block off access, but I can throw this one in. And then we'll see about putting in. Oh, no, I need one more room. One more there as well. So let's dig that out. Just one more. And we can move this later to, again, reorganize. There we go.
A scheme has succeeded.
That'll have the byproduct of spending some of this money so that the schemes that we're doing don't end up just wasting the money coming in, because you'll lose it if you don't have the space for it. So we'll start clearing some of this heat out. And we do have a guy manning the computer here so they can see through these. If nobody's there, you'll get the little crossed out eyeball icon and the cameras won't work.
Some agents are on the way. Now is a good time to test everything you have learned so far.
Oh no.
Remember to tag them so that your minions know what you want to do with them.
Alright, it might be a minute for the boat to get down there. So that actually seems like a good place to kind of leave things off. And when we start the next episode, we'll start it off with defeating these agents. So thank everybody for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.